Okay, welcome to Taking Care of Kitty Cats. Here is a wild kitty cat drinking the waters. The water is sometimes drank up within a day. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days. You just lift up this part, see how full it is. Looks like it needs a bit more water. The water in the kitty cat drinky fountain comes from the water pitcher in the kitchen. No big deal, just add it till it's about full. It'll start making some funky noises if it's too empty. If you have trouble getting the thingy on like I'm doing, you can actually take out the 2 central pieces. That one and this one. And then you can see the pump working through the middle. Line this central one onto the piece of the pump. You know it's functioning when it wells up from the center like that. And off you go. Kitty drinky fountain. Hi, other kitty. Okay, litter box. Other fun daily chore. Yeehaw. Alright, so we have 2 litter boxes, 1 per kitty. The reason why is kitties are territorial. These particular kitties, one likes to pee in another and poop in the other. So please try to make sure they're both taken care of. Now, fun trick when you're looking for stuff to get out of the litter. Tilt the litter box. Sometimes you'll see clumps like that. That's a little piece of pee. So you can just wedge your little scoop against it. Out it comes. And just put that in the potty and flush it down. No big deal. If you end up with a little bit of residue there, no big deal. Just sort of scoop over the top. Something I like to do to make sure that I haven't missed any, kitty, out of the way, is try to tilt it to both sides. Yeah, there's a big spot. Just to make sure that everything is picked up and taken care of. The other litter box can be done the same way. Of course, when you're done scooping, go ahead and flush. Little clumps like this come out really easily. Yada yada. So litter and water is really the only thing that's a big deal that you may want to do every single day. Or check. Feeders. Just in case, I've tried to make sure that the feeders are pretty full. Got Quasars here. So you can actually just open it up. There's a little button up here at the top. And grab it. Pull this way to see how much food is in it. Don't let him jump in there, he will. And then it just clicks back closed. If there's not enough food in the feeders, the food is actually located in the entry closet right here. So the food is in those fun bags that are barely illuminated that you can barely see. So that's the food that's currently in the feeders. Next, fun stuff. If you want to go ahead and play with the cats, they would love you for it. So I have some various cat stuff here. Let's see here. There's Nip. They always love Nip. Lots of different kinds of treats. The ones with the red label, that's just kibble. You can give them as much of that as you want. The other treats, these here are a special soft treat. They go crazy for those, as you can see. She's really interested. If kitties are acting really scared, a little packet of Zen Licks works pretty good. It's kind of oily, very hard to get off your fingers, and it smells strongly. So expect that. But it does work pretty darn well. They'll go right to sleep, they'll calm down. If you find you're having trouble with hairballs, Hairball Aid, give them one of these once a day. They like those a lot too. If things are super duper extreme, I also have in here a single kitty cat pheromone collar for this one because she sometimes gets a little too nervous around new people. So if you can catch her, that'll help too. 3 different forms of catnip in this box. There's the regular catnip spray, and the ultra fun catnip bubbles. These cats, I'm not sure how interested they're going to be in the bubbles, but you never know. So have fun. Toys. There are some little tennis balls in here. And then you might notice I leave out a lot of toys. It's good to scatter these and move them around because it creates more interest for the cats. Keeps them from being bored. So you may find that occasionally Mr. Hot Pants here will hork up a nice cute little hairball on the floor or two. No big deal. Just go to the closet here. Lots of cloths there on that shelf. I have one and some cleaner right here. Just go ahead and pick up the little hairball clumps, put them in the potty, and flush them down. If it's still wet, you can also lay the cloth on the floor in the spot where the clump of hairball was and sort of stomp on it to absorb the moisture. No big deal, usually nothing else needed. If for whatever reason there's a different kind of mess, that's what this stuff is for. You can go through and actually, the package says something different, but I soak everything thoroughly, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then stomp on a rag on top of it to soak it up. That's all I do. It tends to clean it up pretty darn well. If you have any trouble, you can always call me.